Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dahlia and today we are back on Capri Sun working on another video. I'm here with Daisy. Daisy's been hanging around the area that I worked on in my last video so much the last couple of days, and it makes me really happy to see her. But we're gonna leave her and head over to the area we're gonna be working on. So we're gonna wave goodbye. Bye Daisy.
Hi. Please.
Who's like my favorite Marvel character ever.
And hi, Yukio. That was really nice of you to say hi, so I'm saying hi back.
And head over to the area we're going to be working on. So as you guys remember in my last video, which if you haven't checked it out already, what are you doing? Go watch it. Link in the description. Link also at the top of the card. We're working on a restaurant strip. This is going to be part 1 of 2 builds. And as I'm doing this, I also had to fix this because I didn't realize I screwed up the pathing. Sometimes I go back and I see like pathing messed up and I'm like, I'm not gonna re-record, but I needed to fix it. It's like a little embarrassing, you know.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
But I'm just gonna fix that quickly. But yeah, we're working on a restaurant strip. This was a larger build than I realized, so it's gonna be part 1 of the restaurant strip, and then we're gonna do part 2 in the next video. So anyways, let's get started. Very easy terraforming for today, which I love. The only thing I had to do was build up a cliff, and that was essentially it. Very minimal. Honestly, my favorite types of builds to do are builds that require no terraforming.
I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today.
You are an outfit repeater.
But you're an outfit rememberer, which is just as pathetic.
Because terraforming sucks. No, I'm kidding. Terraforming is just very time consuming, and like for someone who always flattens her island before starting, constantly having to build up the cliffs that only like a month ago I got rid of. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're building up this big cliff because I'm going to be making a fake building, or 2 fake buildings really. And we're going to make our restaurants. Now I had theme ideas for the restaurants. I knew I wanted to do a fish and chips shop for sure, especially considering this is a coastal island. Like, it just makes sense to have something that includes fish. I also really want to do like a sandwich shop, possibly a sushi shop, and there was something else, like a pizzeria was the other one. So as I'm starting to build this, I was still under the impression I was going to be doing that kind of vibe. It changes, and the two restaurants I built today are kind of more general restaurants. There is definitely a theme, but the next video I do for the other restaurants are going to be very themed.
Remember, rip it, roll it, and touch it!
You know, you're really cute, but I don't know what you're saying. Say the first thing again.
So this one's kind of like more of a generalization. Like, this is a small little restaurant strip at the back of a little beachy area, as you guys can see. And then the next video is going to include the actual fish and chip shop. And yeah, I do have a couple of new custom design codes that include some like restaurant, kind of like general codes, and that's why this particular build is more of like a general kind of restaurant, and then the next one is going to be more specific. But you okay, I'm explaining this. You guys get what I mean. I don't have to like further explain myself.
A few moments later.
Ugh, I just had to pause the recording to like take a sip of water because I just had a sandwich. I made a BLT, even though it's like 11 o'clock at night. And now my throat is like, you know, the little tickle. I don't know why. It was a very good sandwich. Not to brag. It was like a BLT with turkey as well. It was really good. It was really good. But anyway, now we're building up the restaurant. You guys understood what I meant in the previous discussion. They're 2 restaurants, okay? That's it. Now we're building up the fake buildings. I use storefronts for this, and I do put like the light brown storefronts on the top, as you guys can see, and then the white storefronts on the bottom. I end up switching these to the blue ones in a little bit, but because I was lazy and because the majority of the build was finished, I only did the front portion of the top cliff storefront, so the back ones are still the light brown. I will eventually get to fixing them, but I couldn't be bothered. So no criticism, okay? Sometimes you just have to be a little lazy. And today I was feeling a little bit lazy, or like yesterday. I finished this entire build in one day. If you guys remember me saying in the last video, I was really excited and looking forward to this build. So when I had the momentum to build it, I just was like, you know what? While we're inspired, just work on the video, just work on the build. So I worked on it the majority of yesterday, which was Monday. Today is Tuesday while I'm editing, and then tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday, aka today as you're listening to it, the video isn't going up. Because strike while the iron's hot, you know? So now we're working on some of the simple panels. Look how cute June is in the background. She's just sitting there eating a little ice cream. But yeah, we're working on these simple panels. I wanted to make it a little bit creative with the layout of the simple panels. So I do the white kind of wall, and then I found this one that looks like kind of like a restaurant window. It kind of looks like a menu, or like a little window with some writing that kind of makes you like look into a restaurant. And that's kind of the vibe I wanted. The green also really matched the color scheme with the other sample panels, so we kept it very simple. So I did the same thing for both restaurants on either side just to make them match, and I'm really pleased with it. Everything, like I said in all of my videos, every single custom design that I'm using on this island will be linked in the description. And because simple panels do that double thing with the codes, I put the short simple panel in front to block the double usage of the code. It's fine, it covers it perfectly. I just wish we had the option of only putting this simple panel code on the top or the bottom, but I made it work. We put some plant partitions to kind of even out the vibe. And as you guys saw a moment ago, I did extend the deck one more code because I wanted enough space to put tables and chairs. Obviously for the restaurant, this is going to be like an outdoor kind of venue. Here are the custom designs I'm using for the restaurants. As you can see, this one here has the little Italian, like, not Italian, but like the little spaghetti sign. So in my brain, I was like, oh, I can do like an Italian inspired type of restaurant with like spaghetti or pizza. I changed my mind really quickly on that. The other one that I used has like a little sandwich on it, and this one does stick within theme, but I change the items that I put on the tables for the second restaurant. I don't know why. I ended up using a lot of the platter items, like a lot of the platter meals on the right side of this build, so the right side restaurant, and I wanted cohesion for both. I don't know, I wanted them to match. So as like you can see, I'm using like the little platter for the caprese sandwich. So I ended up using some platters for the other one, and this is kind of like there are two restaurants, but you can kind of maybe consider them as one restaurant. I might change the code that I used for the left restaurant because, like I said, it has that little Italian spaghetti, or just spaghetti. I don't know why I keep saying Italian. I'm Italian, so my brain is like thinking that. I might change it, but for right now I just left it. And as you can see, I'm putting like the spaghetti marinara, which looks fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it, but I just like, I don't know, I like things to be cohesive. I like things to match. So I was struggling a little bit. I could have just left it. I don't know. I'm picky, okay? It's just ignore me. So yeah, we're essentially finished the restaurant portion of the video. I'm just adding some finishing touches and kind of just making the buildings look a little bit more complete, kind of rounding out the sides. And like I said, this is a part 1 of the restaurants, so I'm gonna be doing essentially like the same kind of build, just in a part 2 with the other restaurants I had in mind. But yeah. The last thing I'm going to be working on is just a very small sitting area to the left side of the beach right here, just because I have a little, like probably like a 6 tile section. So I'm just rounding out the spaces. Here I am changing the storefronts and leaving the ones on the back. Like, you can't really see them, so it's not that big of a deal.
You didn't see anything, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, it's not that big of a deal, but you see how much of a hassle it is just to get up here to change these ones. Like, now I have to go do it on the other side too. It's such an inconvenience. Such an inconvenience. And to further inconvenience myself, here I am changing the items. I used the sandwich plate meal, and the veggie platter, I believe. These all look so delicious. Like, I just kind of want to sit at a restaurant by the sea and drink like a nice iced latte with like a sandwich and a salad. Like, that just looks so appealing to me right now. But sadly, I don't have a restaurant by an ocean near where I live, so we're just gonna live vicariously through my Animal Crossing character. So here I am finishing up this section. Like I said, I decided to keep it really simple by just putting a couple of vending machines. I feel like it ties in with the rest of the beach. And then, I don't know, if for some reason I have to constantly be including areas for villagers to sit, like, it is what it is. So I decided to do a little garden table and chair. That's it. I was gonna do benches, but I felt like the garden table and chair just kind of matched a little bit better, and kind of looked a little bit more beachy compared to like any of the benches I was trying to put down, but it's fine. And if you guys remember my last video, I have these adorable little seagull designs, and I'm finally trying to use them again. Even though this is essentially the same area that I used them in on my last video, I'm going to remember to use that particular code as many times as possible until I'm finished this island, because it's just too cute not to. And when I only have so many custom design slots, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 still available if I need them for future builds. I'm gonna use them as many times as I possibly can. So I'm just changing a little bit of the general area, adding a few things, fixing a couple of the areas, just so that everything kind of blends a little more seamlessly from the previous video to this one. But yeah, that's essentially it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!